Okay, good morning. Uh, so we were seeing Jharkhand eligibility test life science detailed solution question number 58 we were seeing, and question number 58 says which one of the following is absent in smooth muscle cell compared to skeletal muscle cell. The options are troponin, troponin, calmodulin, calcium, and myosin light chain kinase. Okay, so let's see what. Before starting, we will just see what how the skeletal muscle contraction takes place, and what are the things, what are the substances, what are the chemicals that are involved to make the solution as detailed and useful. Okay, the central nervous system, say for example you want to go for a walk. Okay, so the central nervous system releases signal for muscle contraction, isn't it? So the motor neuron brings this signal to muscle cell, and the motor neuron and muscle fiber combined together are called as motor unit. You know that when neuron and muscle fiber or sarcolemma, that is plasma membrane of muscle cell, meet, that place is known as neuromuscular junction, isn't it, or motor end plate. So signals from CNS, central nervous system, when reaches motor end plate, neurotransmitter are released from motor neuron. Okay, so these neurotransmitter are acetylcholine. So acetylcholine sits on the acetylcholine receptor of the plasma membrane of muscle uh, muscle muscle cell, and this generates action potential across the cell membrane, to which calcium ion is released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum in muscle fibers. So when the let's see, we hold this point at this point, and let's see the uh, structure of actin. Okay, so in the resting stage, when actin is present, actin has certain sites for troponin, certain sites for myosin molecule also. Okay, so the myosin attaching point is covered by troponin, isn't it? When the calcium binds to troponin, it opens the myosin binding sites, isn't it? As you can see in the figure, the troponin, in the resting stage, the troponin occupies the myosin binding sites, and when the calcium, troponin has a more affinity for calcium other than the actin molecule, isn't it? When troponin binds with calcium ion, it makes free site makes the site free for myosin binding sites. That is, it is available, the binding sites are available, isn't it? Coming back there, the meromycin head region. Okay, so after that, let us continue this. When the calcium is released, the troponin is removed from the actin binding site. Now the meromycin head region binds to actin site, forming cross bridge. When the troponin is free from actin, the actin molecule has binding site for myosin, which is available now. So the myosin molecule, the head region binds to the actin site, forming cross bridge, utilizing one ATP. Now when it utilizes ATP, it does not just let go away of ADP and PI, it holds on to them. Okay, first it let go the ADP, first it let go the uh, meromycin head region binds to actin, forming cross bridge utilizing one ATP, isn't it? When the cross bridge is formed, that is myosin binds to actin, it pulls actin toward itself. As soon as the ATP is used, the power stroke is used, isn't it? This is a very important term. As soon as the ATP is hydrolyzed, the power stroke is done. That is, the myosin molecule contracts, and it slides above the actin molecule, hydrolyzing the ATP into ADP and PI. Now as the myosin tries to relax, one more ATP comes and binds to myosin, and power stroke is repeated, and so on and on. So this is the mechanism of the smooth muscle contraction, isn't it? This process is repeated for muscle contraction. Okay, so this was where the troponin is present, isn't it? So uh, the answer is almost clear, that the muscle contraction here, the muscle contraction has been summarized again, and you can see the actin molecule is combined with troponin complex, isn't it? Now as for the skeletal muscle, have I said the smooth skull have I said skeletal smooth muscle before? So you can see there are two type of muscle, isn't it? Skeletal muscle and smooth muscle. When we say smooth muscle, that are involuntary muscle, isn't it? That involuntary means which is present in your intestine, which is present inside your uh, lungs and in other involuntary parts of the muscle. So what we have seen until now is skeletal muscle, that is voluntary, that are present in your legs and arms, isn't it? So the mechanism we saw, mechanism we discussed is of the contraction of skeletal muscle, isn't it? Now we will see, what we will see is structure and contraction mechanism of smooth muscle, that is involuntary muscle, isn't it? So now in case of smooth muscle, that is present, that is involuntary and present in the involuntary parts of the body, that is small intestine and stomach kind of thing. So this is the structure, and the myosin molecule is present in between, and the actin molecule is overlapped upon that molecule. So regulation of contraction of smooth muscle, we will see. The initiating stimulus for most smooth muscle is an increase in intracellular calcium. The increase can be caused in different type of smooth muscle by nerve stimulation of the smooth muscle fiber, hormonal stimulation, stretch of fiber, or even change in chemical environment of the fiber. So these are the causes that can cause the stimulation in smooth muscle cell, isn't it? What are they? They can be chemical environment change, or hormonal stimulation, or nerve stimulation, or stretching of fiber. The smooth muscle does not contain troponin. You can see here, that is the answer also is written here. Smooth muscle does not contain troponin, the regulatory protein that is activated by calcium ions to cause skeletal muscle contraction, isn't it? This we are talking about, recapping about skeletal muscle. Instead, smooth muscle contraction is activated by an entirely different mechanism as described in next section. So here we can see the smooth muscle. Inside the smooth muscle, the intracellular calcium ion concentration increases. Where does the calcium comes from? From the extracellular matrix. The calcium enters the cell through calcium channel in the cell membrane, or is released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum. It the calcium in case of a smooth muscle can be released from sarcoplasmic reticulum, that is endoplasmic reticulum present in the muscle cell, or the calcium can be brought inward from the ECM toward inside the cell. This calcium binds to calmodulin. Here you can see CAM is written, isn't it? So this calcium binds to calmodulin to form calcium calmodulin complex, which then activates myosin light chain kinase, MLCK. Here you can see the other two options. You can see calmodulin is present in a smooth muscle cell, and MLCK is myosin light chain kinase is also present in smooth muscle cell. The active MLCK phosphorylates the myosin light chain kinase, leading to attachment of myosin head with the actin filament. So this phosphorylation attaches the myosin head to the actin molecule, isn't it? And contraction of a smooth muscle takes place. Now again, so this is the description of the literature part, isn't it? That I have just discussed. And again, so relaxation is, once the relaxation is once the contraction has been taken place, the relaxation takes place. Again, how does the relaxation of a smooth muscle takes place? When calcium ion concentration decreases, after when the calcium is used, the calcium ion is pumped back into the sarcoplasmic reticulum and out of the cell into the extracellular matrix. As the calcium level is pumped out of the cell or into the sarcoplasmic reticulum, calcium ion is then released from calmodulin. So when the calcium ion is scarce, it is released from calmodulin, and myosin phosphatase removes phosphate from the myosin light chain, isn't it? This phosphate is removed from myosin light chain, causing detachment of myosin head from the actin filament. This causes a detachment of myosin head from actin filament and relaxing the smooth muscle, isn't it? Now that we have seen that smooth muscle does not contain troponin, and as we have seen, the calmodulin and myosin light chain kinase is present in smooth muscle cell and not in the skeletal muscle cell. So question was, which of the following is absent in smooth muscle cell compared to skeletal muscle, isn't it? So troponin is present in skeletal muscle cell, okay, and calcium, this is present in both, and it has a role to play in. Okay, thank you for being here.